Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Alyssa from A Creative Opal, and I wanted to share with you what I've been working on this week. I've been busy. First off, my earrings. They're my Monstera lace earrings in the color Ming. So they're the bright green. But yeah, I have a lot to show you today. Let's get into it. So first, I have a whole bunch of lace earrings. I cut out all the Grinch and snowflake ones that I showed you guys, I think 2 weeks ago. So I cut all those out. And then I also made a whole whopping stack more. Surprisingly, I found these in my good to go bin, or at least I think I made a sheet. One got messed up, so I found one to match it. So I have one. This is one sheet, but this one was a good one from a messed up sheet. So I got 2 more pairs of the blue star earrings, so that's exciting. I also, in my good earring bag, I found this one, and if you remember, I was complaining because I accidentally forgot to switch the thread color on that, but I found an extra one of this, so now I do have 6 pairs instead of 5 pairs, so perfect. Happy about that. I wanted to test out a new pattern. Here's some hearts. It's got the center hook and then the side hook, so like you could have them dangle or you could have them straight up and down. I made it in red and pink. I'm not sure if I like these. They're kind of big in my opinion, so I might need to shrink them, but I don't know, you let me know. They're a little bit smaller than the Monstera leaf I have on. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, they're still pretty cute, but maybe someone would want these. So I'll probably add them, see if they sell, and if they don't, then I won't make any more. But at least I have a couple to kind of test out the market. So I made those. Sorry, I have a lot to go through. I made a whole bunch more of the chain star earrings. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more of the red, because each 2 of these make a pair, so 1 pair, 2 pairs, 3 pairs, 4 pairs, 5 pairs, 6 pairs. So I got 6 more pairs. These still need to be cut out. And I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I got 5 more pairs of the blue. And then I made a whole bunch of eagles. I made, I think, a total of 11 pairs of eagles. I think I want to try to get the stars up to 11 in each colorway. And then I think the Grinches are already at 11. The Santas are at 10, I think, because I counted them. And I still want to get some of my other more popular designs up. But yeah, so I cut out some of these, but try to keep them still in their pairing, because they have, like, some of these have a right and a wrong. Like this one does not, like they're identical, versus this one has like symmetry. So like it's not like I'm putting 2 of the same on one, like that's a pair, so I need to keep those together. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So this one got messed up. That's why this one just cut diagonally. So 11 pairs. But I am thinking about starting to do some clip-on earrings, because at my last big event, some people were like, oh, I don't have my ears pierced. I'm like, Oh, like I remember I didn't have my ears pierced until I was 13. Yeah, until I was 13. And I liked wearing earrings, so I had clip-ons. And I made myself clip-ons from a jewelry camp, and I loved them. And so I want to be able to offer that to people in case like their hole closed up, or like they still want to wear fun earrings but not have to get their ears pierced and have to maintain that and all that. The only issue with the clip-ons is sometimes they do pinch your ear, like they're too tight. Still think that's mostly personal preference. I need to figure out a way to kind of combat that, I guess. But yeah, I've been busy. So I'm excited to show that to y'all. Set that over there. And we'll go into ear warmers next. Made a couple. And I'm actually filming this on the day of my quote-unquote week ending. So today is January 29th. Yeah, so I actually finished these tonight. Like I put them on the machine this morning and then I closed up the ends tonight while watching a show with my dad for dinner. So got 2 of these. I have started one gray sparkle. Not a huge fan of this one, just because it's not as soft as the other ones. Like these are soft, but this one's, you can definitely feel the metallic thread running through it. So there's that. Oh, actually I made 3 of these. Found another one. So 3, 1, 2, 3. And a silver gray. I made 1, 2, 3 green. I made, this is denim heather, I think. 2 of those. And I made another Canyon Cliffs. This one hated my machine. Again, slowly trying to work through it. Just going really slow, trying to keep the machine oiled so it doesn't hate me and break. But let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I made 10 ear warmers this week. Ooh. Let's see, so there's that. Let's see, I also was going through one of my, I have like 3 bins of miscellaneous yarn. Like that's just kind of random skeins here and there. So I was sorting through that, kind of like worsted weight acrylic and like chunky blanket yarn. So kind of sorting those out, and I found some more Red Heart Super Saver. So what did I do? I made swatches. So this one is Country Blue. So I'll be using these for crochet flowers because this is not a soft yarn in my opinion. But they do have some pretty colors, so I'll be making flowers out of these. So white and country blue. I also have light blue. Found 2 skeins of navy, and I actually found 3 skeins of white, but I only made 1. 2 skeins of navy and a skein of, what is baby pink. So there's these 5. that I made swatches for. Put those over there. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but last week I rearranged my yarn shelf, so it was more prettier down here on the shelves where I film at, and the other shelves are kind of a mess, but we don't need to talk about that. Let's see. Another thing I did is I went through my scrunchie inventory because I was dreading doing that because I sold some, and what I like to do is I like to keep at least 3 of each colorway stocked for my scrunchies. And what I do is I keep them on spinner racks like this, so kind of like my earring ones that you saw the other day, other week. And this is how I display them, but I also store them. And with my big market that I did, I sold a handful of scrunchies, but I have to go through and remember which ones I sold and then remake those. Or I have a system where I like to have 3 of each on display, and then I make 2 more as kind of like a backup in case I sell, because I do a scrunchie deal in person where it's buy 2 get them for 8 instead of it's 1 for 5 or 2 for 8. So that's an in-person scrunchie deal. And so most people opt for the 2, and then sometimes they'll pick the same colorway. So I keep a stock of scrunchies. This giant canvas tote right down here is all full of finished scrunchies that just don't have their ends weaved in. And I keep them sorted in bags in separated by like brand. So I have Juicy Couture, Yarn Bee Velvet, Burnette Velvet, Premier Velvet. I think that's it. Yeah. But yeah, so I like to keep 2 of each of those as spare in this giant bag. But so I like to keep 2 of each of those as a spare, like, so I can always just grab it, finish it, put it on display, versus having to find the yarn, make it, all that stuff. It would be nice to have those all finished, but I don't have time for that right now. So at least they're done, and then I'll know where to find them if I need them. So I went through all my scrunchie racks and I counted the ones that still had 3, and I put my clip down. But the ones that only had 1 or 2, like this colorway only has 2, this one has 1. This brown one has 2. So I sold 1 of each of those. And I brought a second rack just for fun, kicks and giggles. And this is how I store them too. I store them like this in a moving bag. Because I was putting them all in a bag and then like taking them out and displaying them every time. But this makes it so much easier for setup and tear down. You literally just put this up and then take off the clips. Perfect. It's ready to go. Versus having to find each colorway and put them on. Because I went through like 2 phases. One phase was just having all the scrunchies jumbled up and spending the time sorting them each and hanging them up. And I find it kind of cathartic. But then I tasked that I tasked that to my boyfriend for one of my shows because I was busy setting up something else, and he found it so tedious, and I was like, okay. He's like, well, maybe just tie them together, so then the colorway is all together, and then you just grab a tie and put it on. It's like, that's kind of genius. So I did that. So I'd tie all the scrunchies together, do kind of a little slip knot, so it's easy to just kind of pull and then stick them all on. But that also still took some time. I mean, that's also a more consolidated way to store them, so if I need to go back to that, I could, because I don't mind going through them and counting them like that. Because at the end of the show, we just take them all and throw them in a bag, and I'd sort through them later, but that also takes my time, but I don't mind it, but it does take time. Whereas this, just put the clips back on, and you can put the clips, leave the clips on even at the show, like, not so much with the scrunchies, but with the earrings, because they're so light, they like blow around in the wind for outdoor shows, but scrunchies don't blow around. But like, people will ask for help to take them off, or they'll just take them off themselves, grab one, put it back on. Not an issue, and then just makes it so much easier to pack up. But anyways, that was a tangent. Yeah, so I went through my giant bag, found all the ones that I needed that were missing, that didn't have 3 that I had sold or that I just never finished, because I did offer some new colorways and I finished one so I could just put it out, but I didn't finish the rest. So I have some that are just one that I didn't sell any because I never finished the other 2, if that makes sense. So I went through and I found all those. 1 bag, 2 bags, 3 bags of all scrunchies that need to be finished to be put on the rack. So the racks that aren't full can be put away in the bag, because right now they're just out. So all the full racks are put away, but the ones that aren't, are out. So I need to finish all these in order to get those on the rack. And I still have more colorways that I haven't even finished. Like, I have this. This is a whole new colorway that I haven't even started offering. Same with this. And same with this. So I have a whole bunch. And I still have some that I have to make that I didn't even finish yet. I still have some that I need to make. So this isn't even all of them for new colorways. I already have like 150 colorways, but like with the Juicy Couture, those are discontinued, so at least I'll use up this, and then those colors won't be in existence anymore. Same with the Big Twist Faux Fur, because I do velvet and faux fur. So the Big Twist Faux Fur, I have a couple extra skeins. Once those are gone, those are gone. Same with the Juicy. And I think same with the Premier Velvet, because they're not selling velvet anymore. At least I can't really find it. I don't know. If you know about that, let me know. So, but some of them, some of those, these are ones that I found. For the ones that I sold, I need to replenish my extra 2 bag. So here's all the extra from the extra 2 bag, right? Yeah, so they're from the extra 2 bag. because they're only one of each, but I need 2, so I took them all out because I want to put 2 back in there. So I have these 6 that needed 6 new scrunchies. So that's something else I made. So I made another one of these. Another one of these. Let's see. Another one of these. Another one of these. Another one of these. Another one of these. So those are the 6. So now I can put these. Ooh, you see all that fuzz? So I can put all these away now that I showed you, because it was, these are all the brunette velvet. So this is the white, the burgundy, the navy, the coffee, the blush pink, the gray orchid. Yeah, that's those 6. So now I can put these all in that giant canvas bag. But then I still had some that completely ran out in that double bag. Like this one. This is Alluring Peacock. So that one is completely out in that double bag. Also, the Blue Brilliance, completely out. So I made 3 because I know I have this colorway, but I couldn't find it anywhere. So I made 3 to put on my shelf for inventory. And I also made black Juicy Couture velvet, because I was missing those and I couldn't find them anywhere in my stack. But this is all the black juicy velvet I have. But yeah, so I've been making a bunch of scrunchies. So I made swatches, I made scrunchies, I made ear warmers, I made earrings, and I cut up a ton of plastic bags. I went through all my plastic bags, but I have since found more. And this is just the looped part that didn't have any writing on it. So there were still like loops that had like black printing on it, or like clear strips that were strips, not loops. So I still have a whole bunch more to go through because I still need to figure out a way to process those, but I was gonna focus on this because at least this gets rid of some of it. But I made 2 balls. These each have 70 strips wrapped together. And then I got tired of that because I spent like 5-6 hours doing this. This whole bag is plastic loop strips. Like, just grab, look at all that, loops. So I still need to go through all these and add them to my plastic bag ball. But yeah, these were each 70 strips, and then I got tired and I was like, let me just cut up the rest. And then I called it a night that night because this was early in the week. Yeah, early in the week. Oh my goodness. This took so freaking long. But at least, look how much plastic is getting out of the landfill. Like, at least I'm saving something. And I mean, right now I plan on doing a plastic basket, crocheting that. We'll see how that goes, and maybe I'll make some other things in the future and sell them, because this is still going to be coming, because I still will be ordering more yarn, and it's still going to have plastic bags, which I both do and don't appreciate, because it keeps the yarn protected, but then also plastic. So, I mean, there, you win some, you lose some. But yeah, that, my goodness, I was waiting to tell you guys about the plastic bags, because that took forever. Oh, and I didn't even, I forgot another thing. While I was making a whole bunch of earrings, like letting them stitch out, I also decided to reskew all my earrings, which doesn't affect anyone buying them, but affects me for inventory purposes. And I decided to redo the numbering on them all, just so it was more cohesive and made more sense, because some designs have 2 different sizes. All of the designs have different colors, or almost all the designs have different colors. Some only have 1 size. And if I'm going to be adding clip-on earrings, that's going to be another thing. So I standardized my earring SKU number just so it was easier to keep track. So instead of replacing all the cards they're on, I've been using whiteout and rewriting all the numbers, and that has been tedious. I have done, let's see, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 so far. 50 designs. Each design has at least 5. And I still have a whole nother tower. That one has a lot less, because those are like one-offs here and there when I was trying out new designs. Those are all my standard ones, like the leaves, the flowers, the Santa, Grinch, reindeer. Still need to update it into my website, but my spreadsheet that has all the SKUs and what threads I use and everything. It was a major task. So I've just been working on that quite a bit. So it's been a crazy week. I've been grinding away, working. And that's not even counting going through my sweatshirt inventory and cataloging what all I have of those, like what designs and what sizes, and then which ones I need to make. So I'll be starting to make more sweatshirts here soon. And I still have some custom orders I need to work on. Still have some alterations I need to work on for some people. So hopefully that'll be coming up in the next week, because I want to get that done before I go on my trip, which is coming up really soon. But yeah, so it's been a journey this week, and let's power through this next week. I really appreciate you guys if you stuck around through the whole video. If you did, why don't you leave a little heart emoji in the comments, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Oh, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Bye.